welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you the palette from Spellbound Beauty called Witchcraft. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so I have this beautiful palette from Spellbound Beauty. It's an indie brand, which is new to me. I've never tried them before. And here's what the palette looks like. It does have a big mirror, but I'm going to go ahead and fold that back so I don't blind you guys. And excuse my squeaky chair, but there is the color story right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You've got greens, brown, purples, blue. Really, really fun. So I'm super excited about this palette. So why don't we go ahead and get started. I have already primed my eyes. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. I remembered this time. Can't promise I'll do it in the future, but I'm going to zoom y'all in and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, I think that's good. We're pretty zoomed in. So, let me just make myself comfortable. I don't feel like I'm right in the middle. Alright, so let's see. What do I want to do with this? I have not swatched it yet, and I know there are some multi-chromes and some duochromes in here. Oh, goodness gracious. And I'm seeing the flips. They're so fun. Oh yeah, it's a mauve. I'll start with the mauve. I was going to start with the brown, but I think I'll start with the mauve. Alright, so let me grab, I'm going to use a Sigma E38. It came from one of their palettes. And dip into, well, I don't know if I showed all the shade, did I? I don't think I did. I'm going to dip into the shade Spellbook right here. And put that all over my crease. There is some kick up, so I'm going to tap off my brush just to be safe. And I'm going to pack it on before I blend. And I think I said it already, but I did already prime my eyes with the Ulta Matte Eye Primer in the shade Nude. Alright, so I have that shade all blended out. It's like I said, kind of like a dusty mauve tone. It's real pretty. Alright, so let's go ahead and deepen this up. Let's go in with this shade Cat right here. I think it's like a deep teal. We're going to go in with that. And we're going to deepen the outer corner. For that, I'm going to use a smaller brush. Alright, I'm going to use an E27. This one is powdery as well, very pigmented from what I can tell. Oh yes, very pigmented. Right off the bat. Okay, so now I have that all blended out. It's looking pretty good. It's a little bit darker teal. Hold on, I think I see a little bit that I need to blend. Hold on. Right there. Yeah, there we go. It's a really, really deep, deep teal. Like really, really deep. So this is a great shade for pretty much any look in this palette, deepening it up with the cool tones in here, I think. Sorry, I saw some where I didn't blend very well right there. Okay, there we go. That's better. So that's what we're looking like. Let's see. Golly, I don't know what shades I want to go in with. I think I'm ready for the shimmers. And there are so many pretty ones in here. I think I definitely need to use like a blue on the outside. Sorry, I'm looking at the palette. There's so many shifts. I'm trying to figure out what shifts are in each one. So I'm going to start off with Magic right here, and I'm going to go in on the outer portion of my eye with that. So we're going to go in with Magic first. Pardon me. And I'm just going to use the other end of this brush I was using earlier. This is a Sigma E54. Alright, let's see how these, oh yeah, picking up nice. These feel like real, at least this one, it's a real kind of almost squishy shade. You know, you see those in a lot of these indie brand palettes. I am going to spray it just to help avoid any fallout. It's so sparkly, I don't even know that I would need to wet it for the sparkles, but I am going to do it to avoid fallout. Wow. That's incredible. That shade is something else right there. Wow. All right, so here we go. That is that color right there. Ooh, so pretty. I don't know if you can see the shifts. Hopefully it's picking it up on camera, but it's like a purple teal shift. So pretty. Okay, I think next, ooh, gosh, so many decisions. There's so many pretty ones in here. Let's go in with a lighter one. Ooh, maybe let's add like a green. Yeah, let's go into, I think this is almost a green brown maybe. Well, green, no, it's got some purple in it. Let's go into the shade Sisters right here. So you're seeing green, but I've seen some purple. I don't know, there's all kinds of sparkles in here, so let's see what this looks like. And this one is not as squishy as the Magic shade was. Seems to be a little bit harder to pick up on the brush. It is still kind of squishy. A little bit flaky. Wow. That is intense. I don't know if you can see that. I'm having a hard time picking it up on my brush. We're getting there though. There we go. Now you can see it. Now you can see it. That is pretty. I'm having a hard time picking up the shimmers with a brush, so I'm going to use a sponge tip applicator. I saw this trick from Katie Marie, and it worked really good. Made it, oh yeah, it's picking it up so much better. Ooh, and I can see all the shifts in there too. There we go, that's better. Just wasn't getting my full opacity with these the shade. That's better. I did get some fallout where I forgot to spray my brush. Alright, there we go. Now I finally have that shimmer down. It took me a minute, but that sponge tip applicator did the trick. So I don't know if you can see all the shifts, but it's super pretty. It's like, I don't know, I saw some mint green in there, some purple, almost a little bit of turquoise. It's a really cool color. So anyways, I'm going to grab that brush that I had the teal on and just kind of blend it right here where the shimmer is on the mat, just to make it a little bit more seamless. I'm not adding any more product back to the brush, just blending it a little bit. That's better. That way it's a little bit more seamless. There we go. That's better. Alright, what do we want to do on the lower lash line? How about we play with this? Green. I was going to say purple, but how about we play with the green? So let's play with Villainous. I think that's what that says. Villainous right there. Put that on my lower lash line. Just find a pencil brush real quick. And I did get a lot of fallout under my eye right there from that, this shadow right here, Sisters, before I switched over to the sponge tip applicator. I feel like these shades probably should be used with a glitter glue too, so I will make sure to do that in the future. Okay, so there we go. I have that green down on the lower lash line. It's a really pretty green. That looks really good. I like it. I think it goes good with the teal and the turquoise and all the different colors I've got going on my lids. So now we need an inner corner, and I'm just going to go with the obvious one because it's just smack dab right there in the middle of the palette, staring me in the face. I'm going to go with Ghost right here. Okay. Let's see if I can do this with a brush. Squishy. This one's squishy as well. Yeah, it's not picking it. Ooh, a little flaky with this brush. Careful. It's not picking up on the brush very well. We're just going to use a sponge tip applicator. Oh, it's got a pink flip to it. Well, that'll be interesting. Oh, wow. That is one pigmented shadow for being the type of shade that it is. Whoa, do you guys see that? Yeah, I think you do. Oh my goodness. When I'm tapping in here, I'm tapping ever so slightly because it is kind of a smushy formula and kind of a little teensy bit flaky. I haven't swatched them yet. You guys will have seen the swatches and they're probably incredible because these are so creamy. But they're like, yeah, they're like almost creamy. The, oh, I didn't mean to go so low. The shimmers, they're like almost creamy, at least the ones that I've used so far. Kind of like remind me of how you smush like a Super Shock, kind of like that. Although I'm not saying it's a Super Shock texture, but that's just like when I'm dipping into the pan is kind of what it reminds me of a little bit. It's interesting. Okay. This is one of those shades that I can only see it when I turn certain angles, so I don't want to go overboard. Okay, that's as good as it's going to get as far as getting the fall off gone, I think. So, here is the finished eye look before liner and lashes. So let me get close enough so you guys can see. I'm hoping you guys can pick up the shifts in the camera. If not, hopefully they got picked up on the swatches because these are so shifty and sparkly. They are gorgeous. Alright, so that is the completed eye look before I do any kind of liner or lashes. So I'm going to pop off camera and do that real quick and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back and we are all done with the eye look. So this is how we're looking. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see the shifts, like I said, or if not, hopefully I picked them up on the swatches. It's so hard with these duochromes and multichromes. They're so pretty. It's just hard to pick up those flips, but I'm going to do my best for you guys on those swatches, which I haven't done yet, but you will have already seen them. Alright, while I was off camera, I did ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Teaspoon. It's just a pretty green. So I did that in the waterline just to kind of help bring out that green that I put on the lower lash line. And then I used the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And I used the same lashes I've been using for a while, the Kiss Naked Drama Lash, I can never say that, Lash Couture Naked Drama. Love these. Love Kiss lashes in general. They're great. They're affordable and I get multiple uses out of them and they look fabulous, so win-win all around. Alright, so this palette, I don't know that I'll have time to do any more looks with this. If I do, maybe I'll do a reel on Instagram and see if I can post it as a short if I have time, but no promises. I will continue to play with this though because I definitely want to get my feels on this. I'll know more, you know, after I swatch it and play with it, but just in playing with the, how many shimmers did I play with? 3? I only played with 3, yeah. I'm playing with the 3 shimmers that I played with. They are very difficult to pick up on the brush. These seem like the type that maybe would work better with a finger, although I have, you know, claws on right now, so I couldn't really use my fingers, so that's why I used a sponge tip applicator, and that did the trick. They still were a little bit chunky, like you had to kind of spread them out a little bit. It's like, yeah, they're kind of creamy. Feels like they have maybe a lot of glycerin or something in them. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're real slippery. So probably would suggest using maybe a glitter glue with these going forward. Like I said, I need to play with this palette more. These have so many sparkles that I'm not sure if they're gonna fall on my face during the day. So again, I'll have to, you know, wear the eye look more to be able to tell. And looking, I'm not seeing any additional fallout, so that's good. I have other palettes where, you know, their shades are so sparkly that even after you put them on wet, you still have some glitter fallout. So like I said, I'll continue to wear this look and determine whether or not that happens with these that I used, and I'll continue to play with the palette to see if that's the case. Also, you know, I'll continue to play with it to figure out whether it's, you know, best with a finger, or maybe if you put glitter glue on with a brush and use the same brush that you have the glitter glue on and then go into the shadow and then put it on. Sometimes that works. And it may just be the sponge tip applicator is the way to go. I don't know. I have to play with them more to be able to let you guys know. I've only played with 3 of the mattes. They did blend out really, I guess I could hold this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. They did blend out really well. This one blended like a dream, no problem whatsoever. It's that pretty berry shade I have, or it's like a mauve, but it looks more berry with the colors that I have. But yeah, it's like a dusty mauve. And then I haven't used the purple yet, so I'm very curious about the purple. You guys know I love purples, and so I'm going to be picky about purples, and purples are hard to formulate, so I'm very curious. Did not play with the browns yet. I will, just to get a feel for them. I do wish they had put colorful mattes in there instead of browns, but that's just my preference. But it's kind of cool because you could totally do a semi-neutral look with the pop, you know, if you want to. This teal is really pigmented, but it's not like one of those that's so pigmented you can't blend it out. It blends out pretty well, blends out pretty easily. The green, I did notice it was a little thin on the waterline is the best way I could describe it. I could almost see my skin through it a little bit, but that may just be because there's no primer down there. So I can't judge the shadow just based upon how wore on my how it went on my lower lash line. So I definitely need to play with this on the lid as well and see how it works. So definitely can't say whether or not this is a good palette at this point. I will come back and review it. I honestly have no idea if this palette is still available. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My camera cut off, so I'm not sure where I left off. So if I repeat anything, I apologize. But basically, I need to continue playing with this to let you guys know. I did go online and check. It's an Etsy store, and what I've seen is typically whenever they have it, they have a listing. Like if it's in stock, then they'll have a listing. But if they don't have it, then they don't have a listing for it. It's kind of the way I normally see them. Anywho, let's just continue on with this. I think it's a gorgeous palette. I think the color story is really pretty. I do wish, of course, the two browns had been swapped out, like I said, but that's neither here nor there. That's not my choice. I've got plenty of colorful mattes I can pull in if I need to. But these shimmers are absolutely stunning. The ones that I've used at least so far, and then of course looking at them in the pan, they are absolutely stunning. The mattes are nice, but the shimmers are the star of the show in this palette, in my opinion. I think they did a really good job with the color story overall, just minus those two browns. I did like what I've tried so far. But again, like I said, I still need to continue to play with the shimmers especially. And I do want to play with the matte some more because like I haven't played with purple, and I want to play with the green on the lid to see if it's more opaque on the lid. So I think that covered everything. I'm sorry if I blabbered too much, or if I repeated things. I'll try to edit out if I repeated too much, but anywho, so I think that covers everything. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button if you like this video. It really does help me out with the YouTube algorithm. I'm just a small channel trying to get noticed out here. And with that being said, I do have a giveaway for when we reach 500 subscribers. Then I will draw that giveaway, so I will link that in the cards up above, and it'll be in the description box down below. It always is in all my videos right now. Yeah, that's everything. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye!